Let me say something that might ruffle a few feathers. Authority isn't about being loud. It's not about being everywhere. And it's definitely not about shouting your opinion the hardest and the loudest on the internet. Real authority is about clarity because the most influential people in the room aren't the noisiest. They're the ones that you can't unhear. You know them. They speak and something lands. They write and it sticks. They show up less, but when they do, it matters. And today I want to talk about that kind of authority, the kind that doesn't hustle for attention, the kind that doesn't beg to be seen, the kind that quietly and powerfully positions you as the obvious choice. And somewhere along the way, authority seems to have become confused with visibility. You are told to post more, say more, be everywhere, have a hot take on just about everything. And suddenly, leaders are exhausted, burnt out, and wondering why all that effort still isn't converting into trust, clients, or influence. And here's the truth: most people don't want to hear. Being loud doesn't make you a leader. Being clear does. Noise creates awareness. Clarity creates authority. And authority is what makes people lean in and think, yep, that's the person that for me. That's the person who gets me or gets the topic on which they are speaking about. And the most influential people I know are not chronically online. They're not chasing every platform. They're not reacting to every trend. They're not explaining themselves over and over again. They've made a decision. They know what they stand for, what they stand against, just as importantly, who they're here to serve, and who they're not. So when they do speak, whether that's in a book, an interview, a keynote, or a single post online, it's unmistakable. You don't need more content, you need a clearer signal. Because when your message is clear, repetition stops feeling annoying and it starts feeling reinforcing. And let's talk about publishing for a moment, because we all know that that's one of my business arms. Not as a strategy, but as a mirror. Because a book doesn't let you hide behind noise. You can't ramble in a book. You can't waffle in a book. You can't say everything. Publishing forces clarity, and I've had authors I've worked with time and time again say the same thing. Working on my book helped me really realize what it is that I stand for, or helped me really distill my core offering into something that's impactful. Publishing asks you to look into questions such as, what do you actually believe? What do you want to be known for? What problem are you willing to own publicly? That's why books don't make you an authority. They reveal whether you already are. And the same is true for any other form of media. A strong interview isn't about saying more. It's about saying the right thing and letting it land. And here's what clarity does that noise never, ever will. Clarity builds trust. Clarity shortens decision-making. And clarity positions you as safe, grounded, and credible. And when someone encounters your message and thinks, oh, that's exactly what I have been trying to say, that's authority. Not because you convinced them, but because you articulated something that they already felt. That is influence. And here's the part most people skip. Clarity requires courage, okay? Because when you get clear, some people will opt out. Some people will disagree. And some people will realize that you are not for them. And that, my friend, is the entire point. Authority isn't built by being liked by everybody. It's built by being unmistakable to the right people. And the moment you stop trying to be everything, you start becoming someone. So if you're feeling tired of pushing, if you're exhausted by performing, if you're posting more but feeling seen less, this is your invitation to pause. Not to do more, but to refine. You need to ask yourself, what am I really here to say? What do I want to be known for in 5 years, not 5 minutes? And where does my message need depth instead of volume? Because authority does not shout. It resonates. The most influential people aren't everywhere. They're unmistakable. And when you choose clarity over noise, you don't just get heard, you get remembered.